3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph here for another day of fun. Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Steph.
Woo! Happy Friday.
Woo, indeed. Woo to everyone around the land.
You know, it always feels so good when it's Friday, but then it's like before you know it, it's Monday. It just goes so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like you're always working towards Friday.
Right, and then you're like, oh, I gotta work toward Friday again.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
Monday.
Just such a cycle.
Just a cycle of despair and shame. We are doing our thing from the American Shaman to PA Studios. Bring your dog along on your next visit to American Shaman for a free CBD doggy treat. Your furry friends deserve relief too. Today's show brought to you, of course, by our friends over at Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. Lot to talk about today. We're going to start things off with not so great news. You want to lose weight, that's great, but now you have to watch out for what people are calling diet face. Have you heard about this?
Oh, no.
Doctors warn that fat loss accelerates the looks of aging by deflating the cheeks. So you get a little fat in your cheeks, right? If you lose weight, and they say like it basically creates like extra skin on your cheeks and kind of deflates them.
Great.
Yeah, researchers say the appearance that's now called diet face has to do with loss of facial fat. It explains why celebrities like Simon Cowell, Renee Zellweger, and Celine Dion look up to a decade older after they trim down. You know, people say, "Oh my God, you look so good. You know, you're so fit." Yeah, but you're looking at my body, not my weird extra skinned face.
Wow. So it makes you look older because your face is kind of saggy.
Droopy. Yeah.
But, you know, for these celebrities, they can just get work done.
Oh, of course. Of course they can. Deflating of the cheeks, hollowing of the eyes, and making the jowls look heavy.
The jowls. It makes me think of a dog.
Yeah. I mean, these things that I'm grabbing on my face, those are your jowls. So, yeah, you lose a bunch of weight, your face... And there was that cartoon dog like talk like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Oh,
and it droops
like,
down.
Yeah,
Yep.
Droopy dog.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. I feel like people that I've seen that have lost a lot of weight, a lot of times you can really see it in their face in a good way.
Right.
But I guess over time it starts to droop more.
Yeah.
Great. Something else to worry about.
Yep. They say this person who's in like plastic surgery and reconstructive surgery shows fat is effectively the scaffolding that holds the face up. This could lead to, like, obviously, some plastic surgery if you lose a lot of weight. People who lose a lot of weight a lot of times end up having to get surgery anyway for all the extra skin. We don't talk about the extra skin on their face.
No, you don't really hear about that. So you should actually have some fat on your face. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
But how can you try to lose weight in your body and not in your face? Like, you can't target it like that.
No, you can't.
It makes it so hard.
What are you doing? I'm trying not to move my head or make any type of mouth movements because that's burn. I don't want it to burn out of my face.
Don't talk to me.
You know it doesn't work like that, right? Stop. I don't want to have diet face.
You know, this is why it's so, like, everything's so complicated.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, good job losing weight. Whatever. I got a stupid face now.
I got a stupid diet face.
You know that person that's never happy at all?
Yes.
And people compliment them.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's a nice dress. Yeah, I just wish I had the shoulders for it or something. That sounds like something someone would say, right?
Everything always has to, like, have a negative outlook.
Be like, hey, I saw that you got a promotion. Yeah, it's about time.
It should have happened 2 years ago,
Right.
but whatever.
Those people, we all know these people, and as I'm talking about it, people are listening and going, yeah, that's Teresa.
Yep. Oh, poor Teresa. She's getting called out.
Yeah, that's Teresa. You know who it is. Hey, I saw you're getting married. Yeah, all my favorite wedding venues are booked on the day that I want to get married.
No, it's going to cost me a ton of money.
You know those people.
Oh, yeah.
How to make them happier, though. Survey shows. I don't know why they need a survey for this. This is easy. You could have just, like, published this and people would have been like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Survey shows employees that get free snacks on the job are happier overall.
Heck yeah. You don't need science to prove that.
Right? You don't, I mean, this was someone's job, right? To either do a written survey or a phone survey or maybe even a person on the street type survey. And they said, hey, these list of things, what would make you happier at your job? And be like, number 1, friendlier boss. Number 2, like yoga time on Mondays. Number 3, snacks. Stop there. Snacks. Well, you didn't hear 4 and 5. Don't need to. Snacks.
That's all we needed to hear.
Snacks.
It's so true. I mean, at the radio station, we used to get a lot of free food, and I was always in a good mood. Those were the best days.
One thing the survey found that most companies get right is the coffee. Only 18%, however, go further and provide daily free snacks. It costs money to do this stuff, but if your employees are happy, then technically, or in theory, it means they'll probably be more productive. Maybe you'll be able to keep, some of your good employees. You're like, I was going to take a job across the street. They were going to pay me double. Guess what? Went to go visit. No snacks.
None.
I'm staying.
You know what I'm a big fan of, and this doesn't cost the company anything, is the good old everybody bring something. Like, if you all just bring one thing, make it the night before, and then you have tons of food and snacks, I don't know. I think that should be done every Friday at work. If I had my own company, every Friday, it'd be like, bring your own food. In the afternoon, let's all just put it on the table in the conference room and eat.
Snack Friday.
Yeah, and then it doesn't cost the company anything. It costs everybody a couple bucks to make buffalo chicken dip or whatever it is.
Hey, you're like going above and beyond. Be like, I'll bring chips.
A lot of times I opt for I'll just get a fruit tray or just something at the store.
Who's over there making buffalo chicken
Some
dip?
people go hard, I'll tell you.
But here's the problem: is that couple things. One, you're gonna have Susan, who always goes super hard and makes everyone feel bad because she goes crazy and brought her own charcuterie board, and then also there's a lot of weird, crazy people, and I'm not really feeling like, hey, who brought that? Oh, Jack brought that. Wait, creepy Jack from accounting, who owns 18 guinea pigs?
So you don't want to eat what he brought?
No,
that's true. You got to know who brought what.
Yeah, I'm not
just
eating
to be safe.
Creepy Jack's guinea pig treats.
So you got to be aware of where
I'm
it's coming
that.
from.
Not doing it. This is a funny story. Police in Sweden arrested a man who allegedly pushed 19 mice through the mail slot of his ex-wife's front door. The police said the ex-wife is a mousophobic, which means she actually has a legit fear of mice. Mousophobic. It's M-U-S-O phobic.
Wow, who knew there was a word for that?
Mousophobic. I think it's mousophobic or musophobic. Either way, she has a legit diagnosed phobia. And obviously, husband, married to her, he knows it. I don't know what she did to him, but he pushed 19 mice through the mail slot in her front door.
Yeah, we need details. What led to this?
That's all I know. I know it happened in Sweden. I knew she's a mousophobic, and I know that he pushed 19 mice through the mail slot of his ex-wife's front door.
How do you go about getting diagnosed with something like that? I have questions.
I think you have to go to a therapist.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it comes up in conversations. I don't maybe that's not the reason you go initially. Maybe it was discovered, I'm just throwing this out there, maybe it was discovered during couples counseling while they were trying to save their marriage. And he found out she's a mousophobic. and he's like, all right, well, if this marriage doesn't work, I know exactly what I'm doing.
He had it all planned out.
Yeah. That one day, he's like, walking into PetSmart with a big smile on his face.
Revenge.
I need 19. Why 19? It's a very weird number. Why does that bother you? Because
it really bothers me.
Right.
Yeah,
Why not 20?
Stop at 15 or go to 20. That's it.
Did one die on the way there?
I know. I have a lot of questions for this guy.
If this were Steph, she would have turned around, went back to PetSmart, and bought another mouse.
Or would have released 4 of them into the wild and just stopped at 15. But maybe 15 wasn't enough for him.
Would that freak you out? All the mice running through your house at once?
Absolutely, yeah. And it's not and I don't know why, because it's not like they're scary, but there was a mouse in our house a couple of years ago, and I absolutely freaked out. And I don't know why, but it's just because the way they scurry is just, it just makes you jump on the furniture.
Yeah. I remember we had a mouse issue a couple times in the house, and the first time I saw it, it was the corner of my eye, and I was like, nah, I didn't see anything. That was just my mind playing tricks on me. And then I saw it the next day again. That little jerk would come out in the middle of the day.
That's right.
He just
No fear.
going eat. I caught him eating a dog food, like he was in the dog bowls. I'm like, what is going on? And then we actually caught him when he got in. Remember, he got into the where we keep the dog food, the plastic container.
That's right.
And in the pantry, we heard rustling in the dog food, and my wife freaks out, and I'm like, it's the mouse. It's in the thing. She's like, oh my God. And sure enough, we open the door, and there it is, stuck.
Oh, he trapped himself.
Yeah, so we put him in like a plastic like cookie container, and we released him. So, yeah.
That was nice of you to let him live.
Well, I mean, what was I gonna do?
Well, people put out mouse traps and stuff, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You got to get rid of it.
Oh,
but,
I put out mouse traps too.
But didn't you put out the humane ones?
I did, and the mouse, it didn't work. Because the very first time I used one, it didn't work. The mouse was too big. Like I had a freaking rat in my house. It was like that.
Ugh.
It was like that big if you include the tail. It was huge, too big, too fat to get into that humane trap. I put them out again, and the mice we started to get were too small. They wouldn't trigger it. They'd go and eat the peanut butter. So what I did, because I'm smart, is I was like, we need to get them to pull on the trap. So I would take peanut butter and I put it there, and then I would put a piece of dog food. So they would have to. Before they could just sit there and just like right, licking the peanut butter. And then I was like, well, we got to make them pull. So as soon as I started doing that, I was just mouse catching machine.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, ingenuity. I got a lot of it. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we will kind of update you on something we talked about a little while ago.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So a couple of weeks ago, Bernie Sanders created chaos, right? Chaos, I tell you, by wearing mittens, right? And,
Yeah.
And we told you that the woman who made the mittens was like, no, I'm not doing it. Everyone wanted these Bernie mittens. Said, no, I don't have time. I'm a retired teacher, just living my life.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Actually, no, she's not retired. She's still a current teacher. Well, I got great news. She is going to start selling those mittens. She found a company to make them for her. So now you can get your hands on the very average-looking Bernie Sanders inauguration mittens.
I guess this is exciting. To me, they're just mittens. And furthermore, I just don't think mittens are even practical because I'm trying to do stuff when I have them on.
Sure.
So I'm more of a glove person.
Sure. She says she's partnering with Vermont Teddy Bear to make Bernie's mittens for everyone, with some proceeds benefiting the Make-A-Wish Vermont charity, which is awesome. But What I'm going to say is potentially controversial. There's nothing special about those mittens. I've seen those mittens. Everybody's grandma can make them those mittens.
Yep.
There's nothing special about those mittens. I'm sorry. I know. I'm going to get hate. They're Bernie mittens. Democratic socialist mittens. Like that. Like, awesome. If you like them, good for you. Me, I'm looking at them like, pretty sure I can go to Target and get similar mittens.
That's what I'm saying. You can get mittens at like Walmart, any department store, really.
Yeah, I don't know how much these are selling for. But she made them back in 2016, and I'm actually shocked he still has them 5 years later. Think about that. How often do you go through gloves?
Right.
You lose one glove. You gotta buy another one. Oh, then you found it. Oh, now I have 2 pairs. Oh, no, I just lost the other one. Like
All the time.
All the time. I actually am very impressed with Bernie. He kept a pair of mittens for almost 5 years. I'm sorry, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. That's impressive.
That is impressive, especially because, like, you typically put your winter stuff away once it gets warmer out. And then when you go back to get it next year, there's something missing. You lose something in the process.
Yeah.
So 5 years, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
So, good for this woman. I hope she makes a lot of money. Good for her. A Kentucky middle school teacher tried to hire a hitman to kill his mom.
Oh, my gosh.
Billy Reynolds, a teacher and school bus driver for West Carter Middle School, was arrested Thursday for allegedly offering someone $10,000 in the murder for hire plot. State police said they received a tip on January 15th from someone who claimed they had been contacted by this 41-year-old and given a retainer fee to kill his mother. The school said Reynolds has been suspended pending the outcome of the investigation. It's unclear why. That's the part that stinks. I read through this whole story and we don't have a reason. It's like I almost didn't even do this story because it bothers me so much that we don't know why he wanted to kill his mom.
I need details. What happened?
What did she do? Apparently she lived right next door. So that number one, that's your first mistake. Okay, bro? Listen. I don't know whose idea it was for you to move in next door to your mom or her to move in next door to you. Big mistake. You need some space. Grow up. Cut the cord.
Yeah, depending on the relationship, I'd love to live next to my mom.
Pros and cons. Like, I wish my mom was closer. Absolutely. Do I want my mom right next door to me? Absolutely
Is
not.
it a little too much?
I think so. And I think it
can
has
be.
nothing to do with my mom. I think it's just, like, you want to be able to grow up and have your space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of living right next to your parents. Same town? Sure. Built-in babysitter if you got kids, that's awesome. Dog sitter, whatever. But, it's hard to grow up when your parents are right there on top of you.
And obviously it caused some kind of friction between them.
Yeah, and that's the big mystery. I can't think of one thing that would make me want to hire a hitman to kill my mom.
Right?
Like, what is she done to you? Unless you're like, my mom planned 9/11 and no one knew it.
Right. I mean, it's got to be something extreme.
Right? It's like, but even then, if you say that, you're crazy. So I don't know. I don't know what the big mystery is. I wish I did. It'd be a
Well, I'm
better
glad
story.
she's okay.
She is okay.
Good.
And think about it, too. This guy was a teacher and a bus driver.
Yeah, that's freaky. You never know what's going on in people's minds. That's kind of scary.
Who's teaching your kids? Sounds like it's the son of the woman who planned 9/11.
That's what it is.
A Toronto man has been arrested for stealing soiled diapers. Yeah, this is a good string of stories. Police say 40-year-old Shane Stephen Kirkendly, said did it. The diaper thefts took place between December 1st and January 23rd. He took soiled diapers out of green organic waste bin next to a home. He faces 3 counts of prowl by night, 2 counts of criminal harassment, and 3 counts of theft under $5,000. Okay, I have a couple of, again, just like the story before. I don't know why. We don't know why.
Right. Why are there so many unanswered questions?
I don't know, Steph. I do have a little bit of an argument over his charges, though. Prowl by night, that must be a Canadian thing. I don't know what that means. This happened in Toronto, so This must be some sort of weird Canadian law. You can't walk around at night, or maybe it's other people's property. But in America, we'd call that trespassing.
Right. They have different terms.
In Canada, it's prowl by night.
It's a Canadian
that makes
thing.
him sound way worse. He's a night prowler. No, he just goes into our diaper genie and steals the diapers.
He can have them as far as I'm concerned.
And that's the thing. He got charged with 3 counts of theft under $5,000. So it's like petty theft. They were going to throw him out.
Right. It's not like they wanted them.
I mean,
right?
maybe. Hold on. Green organic waste. Okay, so maybe they use it for other things. I don't know. I don't really want to think about it. But I think they were trying to throw it out. So
It sounds like it.
Like, I know we're not allowed to go through people's trash, but at the same time, if someone goes through my trash and steals some of my trash, unless it's like, personal information or something, if they want that can that I threw out, I hope it makes you really happy.
Yeah, I really don't care.
I hope that this diaper makes you extraordinarily happy. I don't know how it could, but I hope it does.
Right. I feel like there's bigger fish to fry
Yeah.
than worrying about that.
Yeah, we'll never get the answer to either of those last 2 stories, so I apologize for keeping everyone awake at night. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we talk Super Bowl.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
All right, friends. Super Bowl is Sunday. Steph, who are you rooting for? Number one, are you going to watch it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not that invested. I
Yeah.
mean, Patrick Mahomes seems like a good guy, and, it'd be cool to see them win 2 years in a row, I guess, but I'm just in it for the buffalo chicken dip and the commercials.
It's the second mention of buffalo chicken dip on the show. Okay.
I kind of like it. I'm craving it.
I can tell. It's rough for me because the Chiefs eliminated the Bills, and I hate Tom Brady. So who do I?
What do you do?
I think I have to go to the Chiefs. Brady has enough trophies. Like, I don't really want to. I don't want him to win because I don't want the next 3 months of sports talk radio or TV shows to be like, Tom Brady is the greatest gift to the human race ever.
You don't want to hear that anymore.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, it's impressive, but I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear it. So I think I'm a Mahomes. I'm a Mahomie. I think that's.
Is that what they call them? Or did you just make that up?
I don't think I just made that up.
I feel like maybe they do call them that. It makes sense.
It's fans, my homies. CBS Sports says it's introducing a wide array of technology to its coverage of the Super Bowl. Cameras offering unique views, never before seen perspectives. So that'll be kind of cool. They're using like sky cams, 3 different ones, a 53-foot movie bird crane. These are typically used in major movies to get like up shots, where they're not using drones or using extra, big movie cameras. So they're going to do that. It actually, the lack of fans, because there are not as many fans, allows them to do some of this cool stuff. So that'll be interesting. But I like watching the Super Bowl for prop bets, and we've talked about prop bets before. These aren't who's going to win, who's going to lose, what's the over-under, what's the spread, things like that. This is the stuff that you can go on almost any betting site, and you don't have to know anything about football. Things like the coin toss. All right, you can bet on the coin toss. You can bet on what will be said first, COVID or pandemic. All right. The color liquid poured on the winning coach. You got this right last year.
That's right. Wasn't it orange?
Was it orange or yellow? I don't know. Well, here's the thing. It could be orange, red or pink, yellow, green or lime. They're all tied together. Purple, clear, or blue.
It's going to be yellow or green.
You think so?
I think so.
All right,
Let's
find out. How many times Bill Belichick will be mentioned? That's Tom Brady's old coach. How many commercials will have a dog in it?
Oh, I hope all of them.
That is some. They said over 4.5. So, if you bet 4 or you bet 5, that's the number. That's a good one.
I like that. That's different.
Because everyone, the coaches are wearing masks. It says which coach will have the nostrils seen first. So, at what point will we see either Andy Reid or Bruce Arians' nostril holes? That's a bet.
That is important stuff.
How many times will Gisele Bündchen be shown? Also something that you can bet on. Like, this is nuts, but people do it all the time. Now, some people, like, there's other ones. That's just some that I mentioned. I think there's 55. And it can be like who's going to score first, football stuff.
Right.
This is non-football stuff. Whose nose is going to make an appearance first?
Whose nostrils will we see?
Oh, and someone's like, come on. They're not even caring about the game. They're like, I got $5,000 saying that Bruce Arians' nose is going to flop out.
Let's see it.
Come on. Oh, the mask is falling. Oh, the mask is falling. Hey, do you want some buffalo chicken? Shut up! I'm watching the mask fall. Come on.
That's the intensity we all want in the Super Bowl.
What's the score? I don't even know. Just show the nostrils, man.
It does make it interesting. It gives you different things to kind of
everyone's got
on.
what they're interested in, I suppose. Like, I bet on the coin toss. You can also bet on the length of the national anthem.
And the stuff about the halftime show.
Yeah, I'm sure
like
that's
what
on there
color
too.
He's gonna wear. And
I didn't.
things like
Yeah,
that.
I didn't see that, but I'm sure that's there. All right, time to stump Steph. This is the most popular sandwich in America.
Cheeseburger.
Ooh, that just got controversial.
Hamburger.
Calling a cheeseburger a sandwich.
I am. I know that this has been a debate. I'm not going to say hot dog.
It's not a burger.
Because that's something that I don't even want to get into.
That's
debate.
not a burger. That was not. When I was picking these out, I was like, what is she going to say for this? Cheeseburger did not even cross my mind.
I threw you, didn't I?
You did.
Peanut butter and jelly?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, classic. Who doesn't like
When's the last time you had one?
It's been years.
Right.
It was probably an Uncrustable I had in college.
Right. Okay. So I made this like 4 months ago. I'm like, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Do I have everything in the house? Yeah, jelly's old. So I was like, all right, well, next time I go shopping, we'll get jelly. So I got jelly. And I made it, and it was so good.
Right.
And I go, why don't I do this more?
Right.
And then I haven't had one since. It's like 5 months ago. The jelly's probably bad again.
Right. Why do we do that to ourselves? I think all adults should ask that question because they're easy to make, and you're never like, oh, that was gross.
That was the worst peanut butter and jelly sandwich ever, said no one ever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Almost 10% of car accidents are caused by this. What is it? This is a lot harder than the other one.
Something that the driver's doing? Like distracted.
In a way, yeah.
Is it a type of like distraction?
Yeah.
Like they're distracted by something?
I would say that's probably the reason why.
Rubbernecking.
Nope.
They're on their phone.
Nope. Almost 10% of car accidents are caused by this.
Um.
I'll give you a hint. You can't do it alone.
Oh, you're with. Okay, so there's someone in the passenger seat.
Well, you know what? Maybe I should take that back. I guess you could do it with someone else being on the phone, but I would say most of the time someone else would be in the car with you.
You're laughing too hard.
No.
You're like looking at them, distracted by your conversation with them.
In a way, but not the right answer.
Arguing.
There we go.
Really?
Yeah. 10% of car accidents are caused by arguing.
Because you're getting so worked up that you just lose control.
Yep.
Wow, I don't think I've ever been in that kind of an argument while driving.
You're distracted and you're emotional, so you might drive a little bit, irrationally.
Right. So. You just get so angry, you start driving faster.
And then once you get into an accident, this is all your fault.
Yep, it escalates.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. All right, that is the show for today. Everyone enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We will be back on Monday. Bye.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.